What's up YouTube, Barcode here, bringing you another Heir of Light video. This video is pretty much just gonna be a progression video of how I've progressed in pretty much the 3 days shy of a month since I've been back to the game. I'll go over everything that I've remember, what I had to come back to, and then where I am now in regards to ranks and characters and my progression and my goals. So let's go ahead and get into that now. Let's go ahead and get started into the world map. So before I quit, I did have all of the nature tiles completed. I had all the water tiles completed, and I also had all the fire tiles completed. Back 9 months ago, before I quit, the light and dark tiles, because there wasn't transcendence, there wasn't multiple awakenings, there was like 3 awakenings, that's it. But light and dark tiles were actually really hard to clear. Now I do have all of light cleared and all of dark cleared. Now it's very easy now because there's multiple transcendences, and what I pretty much did was I literally took my best ignore defense nuker, which is Water Charlotte currently, and then I took Fire Spiegel, and then I took a tank, and then like a backup healer just in case, right? So I pretty much just used Fire Spiegel's first skill attack buff, and then my Charlotte is so fast that I'm able to use her third skill, her ignore defense, right after that. So it literally like 2 skills and the tile was completed, and that's pretty much how I went about it. I'll go ahead and show you my characters of how I've progressed and where I was previously. Okay, so prior to me quitting, I didn't even have a Water Charlotte built. Okay, I had 6 Water Charlottes in my barracks, just sitting there waiting for something. Maybe a buff at the time, I don't know. So she did get a buff. I looked at her skills and I thought, okay, she's an F4. I can easily transcend her right now to level 70, which I'm about to probably today, because I have the fodder for it. Anyway, she's a great Nat4 character. Now, my thought process right now is I'm not a whale. I'm not a kraken. I'm not an octopus or whatever you want to call them. I'm a very, very, very minimal minnow. Like, I just get the auto repeat pack and that's it. Okay. So what is your thought process on progressing quicker to try to catch up to everyone that's been playing either consistently or took smaller breaks than I did? So I am currently focusing on pretty much Nat 4 characters because they're easier to transcend, they're easier to get dupes, they're easier to awaken, easier as in less materials needed to awaken to the 5th awakening, right? Even with potential. So potential, I actually put some potential into Charlotte, okay? And it's worth. Her first one is speed up by 40. The second one is just some PvP stuff, you know, reduce crit rate resist and ignore defense resist, okay? The third one, which I'm trying to get changed, I ran out. But I want one that actually has a resistance to silence plus 2 decent ones that I could use. I could level this up. I have plenty of enhancement materials, but I want to be able to change this some more. So that's my thought process on that. She's my main character right now. I mean, she does fine. Right now she does pretty much 1.1 million with Fire Spiegel in the team because of her passive. These are her stats right here. You know, almost 8k attack, 257 speed. So pretty decent. And this isn't at this isn't even. Oh, it is now at full awakening, okay? But she's not fully skilled up yet, so I'm working on that. I wanted to talk to you about her passive. So her passive with Ally Spiegel, our attack increases by 120%. So she's perfect for Fire Spiegel, which Fire Spiegel is debatably one of the best supports in the game because of his passive. When a tank gets hit, it increases the skill gauges 10% every 5 seconds, right? So her ultimate becomes faster more often, etc. So it's awesome, right? So that's good. It's good to have. Her gear, that's Fire Spiegel. So her gear, I have, and I'm trying to work my gear back up. I had really good gear 9 months ago, right? And it's still relevant to this day. But what I need now is, now that I'm able to get the 7th and 8th slot, I can start using 2 4 sets. So I do need to farm some more gear again to get back to where I was. But you know, I'm on like speed, attack, and then speed and a necklace, and then attack again on the ring, because if you don't know, ignore defense doesn't crit. Now, end game wise, you know, once you have all these substats, you'll be getting better crit rates. So you could even go for her 1st and 2nd skill. Always prioritize speed and attack with ignore defense characters, right? But eventually you'll be able to get into crit rate and crit damage just in substats, and our 1st and 2nd skill will be able to do more damage as well. So just a side note. So my main tank right now is HEIDE. I do have Ishmael, and obviously I have 4 of every class, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So HEIDE, I was just able to get more transcendences because I got dupes of HEIDE. I got 2 dupes. I am going to get a 3rd dupe once I finish this event, which I should be done probably in a day or 2. So I'll be able to get HEIDE as another dupe, get him to level 66, and just have more stats. Okay. I plan on awakening him eventually, but I have other plans as well. So I have a transcended Dark Dunk level 62. He doesn't really need to be transcended this early for me anyway, but I fused to I was trying to fuse. I got a Dark Dunk, so I might as well just transcend him automatically, right? So that's what I did. So those are my only 3 transcended characters right now. And I do use Dark Dunk still a lot, depending on the situation, if I need to strip, like in Tower Invasion or wherever the case may be. But I do use him. You know, Fire Usher, these are just some notable characters I have. I have some dupes of, I have 2 dupes of Fire Carmilla, so I will be transcending her in the near future as well. Bajorn, I don't even use, but I use Fire Lara, I use Fire Spiegel. I use a lot of these characters, especially in the Awakening dungeons, of floor 11. Now, what I need to do is raise their CP so I can start farming floor 12 of certain Awakening dungeons, right? Because you need, I think, 12,000 or 13,000 CP to do floor 12. So that's my process with that. Once I get them transcended once, and then maybe just another Awakening or 2, and get all 6-star gear, then I'll be able to do that. But those are kind of like hand-me-down pieces of gear on characters that I only use for Awakening dungeons. For the Awakening dungeons floor 11, what I've come to find out is you don't necessarily need to 6-star something in order to do the floor 11 Awakening. Okay, what I've found out is you can literally, all you need is 7,000 CP. So all you need to do is just get the max fail 50, awaken it to the 3rd level, and then just get some decent gear on them, and you'll be able to use them in the Awakening dungeons of floor 11. So it's very beneficial to start that early, because during the days of your Awakening dungeon, if you can do floor 11, you're just gonna get closer to mid game and end game a lot quicker if you have multiple characters to be able to do that. So it's definitely a recommendation for me. My main thing that I want to talk to you about transcending anyway, is always prioritize Nat 5s over Nat 4s and then over Nat 3s, right? It's obvious, like the higher star level, if you have a dupe of a Nat 5, definitely focus on that first, unless you have 5 dupes of a Nat 4, and then you can get them to level 70. A level 70 Nat origin level, star level, whatever you want to call it, natural 4-star character at level 70 is going to be way more beneficial to you than just like a level 62 Nat 5. Okay, she's going to bring so much more to the table, or he, you know, politically correct 2019, right? It's just going to be so much more beneficial to you. Okay, I am a big fan of natural 4-star characters, and there's a bunch that I can talk about, but I'll do that in a different video. Got Dark Lucian. I'm farming some Dark Lucian shards. However, I kind of put that off to the side because you need 500 shards. I was farming previously a light Usher, which is a girl, if you didn't know. Light Usher, okay? I'm farming his tiles right now. The reason being is he has an AoE silence on his second skill, okay? And it's for 15 seconds, which is pretty good. He has a great pass if he dies, you know, he comes back to life, and increases his own defense. It's a defense-based damage dealer. He's good. He is good, and I want to fully transcend him, and I'm gonna use him most likely in manual situations, because if I use him on like infinite PvP and he doesn't use his AoE silence, then it's kind of worthless. I'm planning to make him super fast, like with eruption and then maybe with wind as a secondary gear set, so that he uses that silence as much as possible and hopefully be able to use it every 15 seconds is what I'm trying to see and test if I can do that. That's going to require some amazing gear, maybe some potential with speed up or whatever the case may be, but that is my plan, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So that's my kind of like my gear box right now. I can go into gear more, but you know, that'll be for a different video. I plan on doing some like individual hero spotlights, probably starting with Charlotte when I completely level 70 her and fully awaken her. Oh wait, no, she's a fully awakened, I meant. But just fully skill her up is what I mean. I don't want to take anything lightly, so I want to show at max potential what they can do. So I'll do spotlights when she's at max skill, max gear, max awakening, and decent potential or whatever. So so that's my hero box. Alright, so with Omen and Heide, where all of our gear drops, right, I am able to clear Omen's Void 11. This is pretty much the team that I take. Light Lara and Water Lucian pretty much do all the damage, and then Fire Lucian's there for a backup res if it's ever needed on auto, and the lower attack break, which is, it's actually really good to have. And then I'm using Fire Heide as my tank. So Omen 11, no problem. Takes a little bit longer because it's damage over time, but my nukers, like I need Water Charlotte plus another one probably to be able to do it in a lot faster time. But I am okay with that currently in my mid-game progression. So Heide's Void, which wasn't out when I was playing, I am able to clear 10 and 11 now. So I pretty much just take one damage dealer, and that's Dark Lucian, because she will do a ton of damage. Okay, so Dark Lucian, I take Fire Spiegel to speed up the Dark Lucian, even though Dark Lucian doesn't need any speed up. She's a speed-based character, which increases her own skill gauge when she crits. So pretty good. Okay, and that's why I want to farm tiles for her. But this is the team I take with Heide on 10 and 11 now, and I use her attack lead, which is 35% to all regions. So she's able to nuke down Heide by herself, knock down the shield by herself. It's nice. It's nice to have. All right, so the awakening dungeons, I can, like I said before, I can clear 11 and 12 in magic. You don't need any requirements there. It's pretty easy. You know, I just still take damage over times teams, and I get it done. I get my 6 supreme magic crystals every day, right? For light and dark and any of the other elements, I can only do currently 11 right now, because floor 12, you need to have 15,000 CP on 4 melee DPS servants, okay? So it's still gonna take a while. All I have is Water Charlotte. So currently with the normal elements and light and dark, I can only do 11, so I'm getting 3 supremes a day. which I need to bump that so I can do 12 and I can get 6 a day, so I can progress a lot faster. So with that being said, Dark Dungeon and the same way. For healers, you know, the floor 11 and 12, they actually don't hit hard at all. Like the dungeons don't hit hard. It's just mainly a progression check. If you have the CP of 4 characters, you're able to do it, right? You know, I use for the healers, I use Dark Dunk, Fire Lucian, Fire MJ, and then Forest Lucian. So, or Hail, Sanctus Hail, whatever. But I use those 4, and it's easy. And then with everybody should probably be able to do light. I mean, it's pretty easy. You know, everybody has ignore defense champions or, you know, other melee characters. It's pretty easy to do. But that's where I am currently, so I am farming them every single day, at least 11 and 12. And then on my off time, I do farm Magic Dungeon, even 10 floor, because Magic Gems are in very, very high demand and need. And I'll just like combine them up to get Supremes if I need be. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So World Battle, I do it every day, regardless if I can even clear any floors. I mean, I clear the first floor every time. The second floor, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, depending on who I'm facing. So, but it's important to do these because, you know, whatever rank you are, you get a random, it's a random chance of any of these prizes, right? So rank B on my first floor, I get one of these, right? These are good to have. You know, you're going to need them to upgrade your potentials either now or in the future. So it's always good to even do it, because even with rank F, you're still going to be able to get the potential enhancing zones. Like rank F, you can still get rewards, and they're decent rewards for failing, right? It takes 60 energy, but you have a chance to get 70 energy in one of the F ranks. So you just click on it, you put it on auto battle, because this world battle is it's an auto thing, you can't manual it. So you just do it once and you're done for the day. You get easy rewards, right? Infinite PvP. Okay, right now I am ranked 201. I think I ended the last one. I'm able to get into this 100 to 200 rank. I think I was 119 before. So you get a Twilight Summon Stone. Definitely worth to do. I mean, it's you get a Dark Summon, right? And I summoned Light Usher, so that's cool. World Raid, like I said, right now is Fire, which is up right now. New season started, so I was ranked 298. Not bad for quitting for 9 months. I'm okay with that. And now I'm back. Currently, I'm ranked 70, so that is sweet. I was able to put out 15 million. I'm nowhere near the top players, which is crazy to think about. But they're obviously running multiple transcended characters, right? All 5 are probably max transcended or close to it, right? I literally have 2 that I bring, and the rest are level 60. So rank 70, I'm awesome with that. Definitely worth to do world boss every single day. So tower invasion. Okay, now tower invasion, what I don't get, I feel like a lot of people aren't doing tower invasion, and I don't understand why. I mean, the rewards are decent. I mean, they're not like anything else, but they're decent. I mean, you get gems for just running out some PvP tokens. You get honor points with it. You get shards sometimes if it drops, right? And you can do it 3 times a day now, which when I used to play, it used to only be 1. Now, tower invasion was my thing. Like, that was my thing back in the day. That's how I got gold medals, because I used to be at the top of tower invasion. And now I'm very far behind, but I am back up to rank 58, so I'm cool with that. So the problem I'm having right now is I can't upgrade my my towers anymore because I need honor points for skill buttons, and I need honor points for the Nat 4 skin buttons in the shop. And that's because I need to catch up and progress. So once I do that, I'll start leveling up these towers again. But this is my tower right now. And the thing with tower, what if a lot of people don't understand, I did a tower video 9 months ago, right? The thing with this is there is a strategy to it. So when you get up to floor 4 and up to floor 7, right, they get more skills. The towers get more skills, right? So as you can see, floor 4 has attack for your defense, right? 5 has defense, 6 has attack, 7 has defense. Now in this game, as you can see, most of these characters have some kind of self-defense buff or self-attack buff. So you definitely want to like crisscross it, or however you want to call it, right? So floor 4 gives you an attack buff, right? So bring a defensive type of monster so you have more buffs for you. You're gonna self-buff yourself, then the tower gives you an attack buff, and you're just doing more damage. So it just a little bit of strategy for you, okay? PvP wise, a new league has begun again. Currently I am ranked 126. I am totally okay with that. I think I ranked 102 on reset last night, and that sucks because once you hit 100 you get that light and dark shard. So I missed it by 2 ranks or whatever. We're cool. But this week I should be over that because I had some attacks, but I was asleep. So whatever. Rank 126 after 9 months. I'm okay with that. Currently my defense is just Fire High, Water Charlotte, Fire Spiegel. Now probably easier for higher up players to just take a nature character and one shot my Charlotte maybe before my tank taunts, right? But I don't have a good water tank. I have water and Q, but he's just level 60. He dies very quickly up in this higher level. I'd rather bring Heide. Now if I had a fire ignore defense champion like Fire Zeta, I think it would work a lot better, but again, I don't have any dupes of him or anything like that, so a plan for the future, okay? And in Abaddon, I clear normal 100. You know, that's not hard. It's pretty simple. Right now I'm on floor 76, and my problem right now is it's a nature character, and I can't bring Water Charlotte. I've tried multiple different things. I mean, I can take Water Charlotte, but if my Fire Heide doesn't have a taunt up, like, she pretty much dies. So it's just a little bit harder for me right now. So I'll figure it out. But I want to get them carrots. You know what I'm saying? I want to get them carrots. Oh, there I am, rank 42 in the medals, right? I used to be like 3rd. Sad days. I got a lot of catching up to do. So that's why I figured I'd do this progression video maybe once a month to just show you where I'm at in the game on my way back up to the top. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Hope all your summons that I gave you in my last video helped you out. Got some nat 5s, let me know in the comments. So check you guys in the next one. Peace.